Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is ALYA FARZANA binti ABDULLAH. My matric number is D20221101848 and I will talk about process coordination. Okay, since my topic is about process coordination, I will explain to you what is process coordination or what is the definition of process coordination. Process coordination is about synchronization. Why process coordination is about synchronization? It is because synchronization allows more than one process to run simultaneously. No inconsistency will happen during synchronization because the purpose of synchronization is to make sure all data consistent. In the diagram below, you can see how process coordination works. There are read and write from process A, B, C to memory. Next, on the basis of synchronization, processes can be categorized as one of the following two types, which is independence process and cooperative process. First, independent process. The execution of one process does not affect the execution of other processes. Meanwhile, the second, cooperative process, a process that can affect or be affected by other process execution. Why process coordination is needed? Synchronization can access and run many data at the same time. Once all data are consistent, execution will be run without any problems. There is a race condition to help many processes able to access. Race condition can manipulate data all at once. What is a synchronous state? A synchronous state is a non-blocking architecture where the execution of one task is not dependent on each other. There is two types of non-blocking, which is non-blocking send and non-blocking receive. For example, non-blocking send, the sender can send email multiple times whether the previous email was arrived or not. For non-blocking receive, the recipient receives all the emails. Next is about process coordination deadlock. What is deadlock? Deadlock occurs when two activities are waiting for each other and neither can be proceed. The result is both requests cease to function properly since operating system can run one program at one time. For example, suppose process A and B each need to drive to continue, but only one drive has been assigned to each of them. If the system has two drives, neither process can be proceed. Drive here mean resources. This is the diagram for example of how deadlock occurs. Deadlock has four conditions. First is mutual exception, second is no preemption, third is hold and wait, and fourth, the last one is circular wait. Now we will move to condition 1 with in deadlock, which is mutual exception. Mutual exception requires at least one resource assigned. It means only one process can use the resource at the given time. As you can see, there are the diagram I attached, which is the process 1 and resource 1. How process 1 request from resource 1. In the diagram, there is a single instance of resource 1 and it's held by process 1 only. The second one is no preemption. No preemption means a resource cannot be preempted from a process by force. A process can only release a resource voluntarily. In the diagram, I attached Below the no preemption word, as you can see, there are process 1, process 2, and have resource 1 and resource 2. In the diagram, process 2 cannot preempt resource 1 from process 1. It will only be released when process 1 requires it voluntarily after the execution is complete. The third one is condition hold and wait. Hold and wait is a process that can hold multiple resources and still request more resources from other processes which are holding them. As you can see in the diagram given, there are process 1, resource 1, process 2, resource 2 and resource 3. Process 2 hold resource 2 and resource 3 and is requesting resource 1 which be held by process 1. And lastly is circular wait, the fourth condition of deadlock. Circular wait is a process which means waiting for the resource held by second process which is waiting for the resource held by third process and so on till the last process is waiting for resource held by first process. This forms a circular chain. As you can see in the diagram I attached below the circular wait word, there is a process 1, process 2, resource 1, resource 2 that in circular chain. For example, process 1 is allocated resource 2 and it is requesting resource 1. Similarly, resource 2 is allocated resource 1 and it is requesting resource 2. It forms a circular wait loop. In conclusion, process coordination is important to ensure multiple processes can be managed well in operating system. The processes can be accessed in shared resource and data without interrupting with one another. Process coordination allows smooth execution for multiple processes in operating system. That's all from me. Thank you.